young Mr. Ed Sheeran.
Thank you very much for being here.
Ed Sheeran, David, Sit down, Ed, sit down. Good to see you. Well, that's what I like to see. That's the spirit of Christmas right there.
They tried to take it off me when I came in.
No, you're allowed to have it.
I said, I brought it myself, you know.
No, you brought your own wine to the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you not think we would have wine here?
I don't know.
Have you done shows before where they have no alcohol?
Yeah.
Is it because of your age?
No, they just... you know, I did a show in Holland the other week where they had the mayor of Rotterdam, and he was... I thought he was a pimp, and I told him that I thought he was a pimp. And,
Hold on, you told him. That's why they don't want you drinking, obviously. Had you had a drink?
Yeah.
OK. Let me ask you about the big, exciting gig you played recently, which was... it must have been quite a weird experience. I'd love to know what it was like. The Victoria's Secret underwear people were here in London to do their big show, which gets covered all over the world. And they had Taylor Swift, who I know you're a friend of. She was performing there. There was Ariana Grande was there as well. And you, of course, now you're the only one who got away not showing your legs, for a start. What was that gig like? It must have been, I would have thought, a very different sort of experience to a normal one.
Do you know what? I got a bit of flack for this because everyone's saying how happy I look and look like a kid in a candy store. Now, right here, firstly, let me say that I felt like I was in The Hobbit because everyone's... I'm in the Elven Kingdom here. I've got Legolas and Galadriel behind me. And I'm Samwise Gamgee trying to get home. Just but right here, people think that I'm smiling and being like, you know, I'm surrounded by a load of models in underwear. There are these big black bouncy balls that are bouncing around the audience, and Ariana Grande comes on stage, and she's like, she started off on Nickelodeon, so she's
just a kid still, isn't she?
Well, no, she's 21, but in my mind, she was very innocent, and probably still is. So she comes on, and all these black bouncy balls bouncing about. And we were all there like this, like, yay, the show's finished. And she's like, oh, my God, I love big black balls. And just she's looking around. And this is me. In my head, I'm thinking, if you're being serious, it's amazing. If you're not, it's even more amazing.
But you do look like... Let's have a look at the other picture, because you do very much look like you're having a good time here. You see, I mean, it's not just all about the joke. That's a happy fella. You're having a good night out there.
It was work.
All right. Are these new tattoos you're sporting here?
No, I had these the last time I was on the show. I was just wearing a jumper because my grandmother tuned in, but now she knows I've got them. So.
Will you be seeing Grandma over Christmas? Are you spending Christmas in the UK with your family here?
Yeah, it will be her 86th birthday.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Isn't that lovely?
But my other grandmother is going to be her 91st birthday. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So she's even more impressive.
Yeah, well, she's a massive golf fan, and we had McIlroy turn up to a gig in Belfast, and he signed a book for her and everything. That's now her tea and coffee conversation with all her mates.
So that's her present sorted. What free gift have you got for the other grandmother?
I'm getting her some art. I bought some art. She's into art.
Wow. So that's lovely. Well, I imagine, though, you're a fairly arty family, aren't you? Because I know your parents encouraged you away from pursuits such as watching television and playing video games.
Yes.
To make you be creative.
Yeah.
And it paid off.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to play an Xbox, which is... It proves difficult sometimes when people are playing FIFA and they say, come on, let's play. Yeah.
Do you feel that you're missing out there?
Sometimes, yeah. Because that's all anyone does on the tour bus. I've now steered the tour bus away from FIFA to The Simpsons. We now just watch The Simpsons and drink red wine and eat cheese.
You said you're going to be seeing your family at Christmas. Do your family have any traditions, anything weird that you do that other families don't do? What is Christmas at home for you like?
My brother's vegetarian as well, so, like, we don't have normal Christmas lunch. We'll have, like, tortellini.
So, and what does he have, like, the roast beast? We get my daughter, she's a fairly strict vegetarian, we buy this kind of... It's like a lump of something. It's like a kind of... Imagine a turkey born with no arms or legs or head or anything. And it was just plopped on the table like that, and you cook it. She loves it. She can't get enough of it. She's the whole one.
Yeah, no, we were, like... My whole childhood was just Linda McCartney sausages. And, like, fair play, they're probably healthy, but... And the time my grandmother was so against us not eating meat that, like, she gave me a bacon sandwich once, and I was like, this is wicked. What's this? She's like, bacon, and I was like, this is meat. And then I got into it.
So you hadn't had meat before then?
I'd never had meat. I was like 10 or something, but now I'm like bang into it. Yeah.
Wow, I bet you are. So incredible few years for you. I mean, really, man, you know, 2 number ones, I believe.
Yeah, but that only happened this year. I went, like, number ones weren't a thing that happened for me. It was very much sort of like slow and steady. And then this year, it just went a bit nuts. Yeah, it was quite sad, actually, because I had a number one 5 weeks ago. And then there was this band who were having their first number one, and they planned a party and stuff, and then the song went to number one.
You're back to number one again.
Yeah. I felt so fucking bad.
Yeah, I can
like,
see. Yeah. So you must feel terrible.
You know, but I wasn't even planning it. A lad covered it on the X Factor, and then it went back. So it wasn't even like a plan. But yeah.
I think you're not entirely upset about it being back at number one. I mean, you must be quite competitive, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm very competitive, yeah. I want to crush people.
Well, there you go. Well, nice to know you're succeeding. And once again, if that isn't the true spirit of Christmas, I don't know what is. How long ago was it? Because reading your story, I know you started out small, as we do, and you made your own CDs, and you would try and sell your CDs after the gig.
Yeah.
You carry them around in a rucksack and sell them to people. How long ago was that, to go from there to having, like, 2 number ones in a year, selling 2 million albums, playing all over the world? What kind of time period did that happen in?
It went... I mean, the last time I was struggling was 2009. And in 2010, the way it started to go well is I just stopped caring. I stopped wanting to get signed. I stopped wanting to have people like my music. I stopped wanting to please people. And I just started being like, right, I'm going to make music for me. I'm going to do gigs for me. I'm going to do me. And then I suddenly had people supporting me. And before, I was just trying to please everyone. I was making songs for record companies to go, oh, that sounds like James Blunt. Yeah, we might sign that.
So you were trying to write stuff that you knew people already liked,
yeah,
rather than trying to write the stuff that you wanted to.
Precisely. And pretty much the beginning of 2010, I just went straight for it.
And do you still have some of those old CDs that you couldn't sell?
Yeah, I do. My mum eBays them.
Wow.
Hey.
That must be quite a nice little industry for her. What does she get for a CD?
I don't know. I think you know, I mean, they pretty much all go to charity. She supports the children's hospital.
We all say that.
No.
So, for charity, that's a very nice thing to do, then.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
some of them I won't sell because they sound like...
Well, they're the ones we're interested in.
Class. Oh, God, they're really bad.
When you say really bad, though, what was wrong with them and what was different in the music you were doing then as opposed to...
I'm going to play you a song.
Okay.
So this is my thing. When people go, oh, you're so talented, you were born with natural talent. I'm like, no. Okay. have a listen to this, right? This is the...
Has this been played in public before?
No.
OK, so this is an exclusive Ed Sheeran when he was shit, basically.
Yeah, basically all I'm saying is when people say artists are born with talent, you're not. You have to really learn and really practice. This is me playing guitar and singing. I'm going to put it into my mic like this.
It's OK so far.
It starts off. It hasn't gone. Hold me.
I'm addicted
Oh.
to
And then.
but I'm crying.
Oh.
Wow.
But you know what?
Wow.
Do you know what? I did practice.
After that, you practiced?
I did. Yeah, no, I probably needed it.
Not one of Justin Bieber's tracks.
Do you know, Bieber's not without his charm. I sat in a Range Rover once with Bieber, with him playing me his songs and him being like, yo, my shit's so dope. I'm like, oh, sweet. Can you get me some more wine, please?
OK, if they bring the bottle out, I can pour it for you. Bring the bottle out, I can pour it for you. That's right, and in 5 years' time, it is in the Betty Ford Clinic. Remember, you encouraged it.
This is the bottle I brought.
This is the bottle you bought. Is this a good wine?
I don't know. Tastes good.
Okay.
Would you like some? To taste it.
I think that's enough for you, young man. I think that's enough, and that can last you till Christmas.
Yeah. Yes, I'd love some.
I don't really like red wine very much.
I got well into it when I started hanging out in France.
Barbara, you're having water and stuff like that, so you don't want any?
No, thank you.
David, I would offer you some, but I don't want to.
I arrived and I said to Jimmy, I was like, "Are you drinking?" He's like, "No, I'm going to have to try and be funny earlier." Yeah. And then I think.
Why is he starting now?
Well, because Lewis. Lewis was suddenly like, bring the cognac, and Jimmy was like, I'll have a cognac.
Yeah.
He's so easily led.